Hey guys, in this video, we're not just going to talk about how to be a disciple maker. We're going to talk about how to be a disciple maker. All right, so here's the thing. Typically, Christians would say this: I want to go and make disciples. That's awesome. Jesus said that you should go and make disciples. But here's what we usually mean by that is you usually say, listen, I want to go invite someone to follow Jesus, and maybe they become a Christian, and then you teach them, and we talk about this in Foundations, you get them to truth number one, that we start by trusting Jesus. So you get them started. That's so awesome, man. If you've helped someone get started in their faith, that is a gift you've given to them that is probably the greatest gift. No, not probably. It is definitely the greatest gift you could ever give to any person, is to help them start a relationship with God. So that's truth one. Now, truth two in Foundations is that we live to honor God. So hopefully you're going to try to make them a disciple, right? Like really a follower of Jesus. I mean, after all, Jesus said in Matthew 28, go make disciples and teach them to obey everything I've commanded you. And so you get them to truth two, and now they're beginning to live their life in obedience to God. They're finding out what pleases God, and they're doing it. You're teaching them to read the Bible, and you're mentoring them, and that's great. So now you've moved them from truth one, where they've trusted Jesus for their salvation, and you've gotten them to truth two in Foundations, and they're honoring God in their life, and that's great. But listen, if you stop there, if you stop at making a truth two Christian, then what you've done is you've made a disciple, at least the way we usually think of it. A disciple is someone who's just honoring God in your life. And so for years you say, good for you, you didn't look at porn this week, or good for you, you read your Bible this week. I'm not making fun of those things. I mean, it's good if they're doing those things. You should encourage them to do those things, to live to honor God. But listen, here's the difference. When you make a disciple maker, instead of just making a disciple, you get them to go to that third truth in Foundations. You get them to go full circle. So do you see the difference? You didn't just make a disciple, you made a disciple maker. You didn't just get them to truth two, you got them to go full circle all the way to truth three. So now you're helping them to grow by helping others. You've taught them how to be a mentor themselves. You taught them how to be a disciple maker themselves, and your influence can go on for generations if you can learn to not just make disciples, but make disciple makers. So be a disciple maker.